Arunachal Pradesh, the land of the rising sun, surrounded by hilly terrains and ecological conditions, is situated in the northeastern part of India, having a long international border with Bhutan to the west, Tibet and China to the north and northeast, Myanmar and Nagaland to the east, and the state of Assam to the southeast. The picturesque state is the largest of the seven northeastern states, covering an area of 83,743 square kilometers, inhabited by 25 major tribes, and further divided into a number of smaller subgroup tribes of Indo-Mongoloid racial stock.
Amongst the 25 tribes of Arunachal Pradesh, we have the MONPA tribe. The MONPA tribe is said to be spread out through India, China, Bhutan, and Tibet.
The Mompas are one of the major tribes living in the western part of Arunachal Pradesh, with an ancient rich cultural pattern and tradition. Mompas are mainly settled down in West Kameng and Tawang district of Arunachal Pradesh. The Tawang district is exclusively the hometown of Mompas, whereas the Mompas, along with the other Arunachali tribes, inhabit the West Kameng district. Although there are several subgroups of Mompas, but due to their spoken language, geographical location, and other cultural traits, they have been divided broadly into three major groups such as Tawang Mongpa or Northern Mompa, Dirang Mompa or Central Mompa, and Kalaktang Mongpa or Southern Mompa. The term Mompa means the people of lower region. All of them feel proud to be a member of the community and they simply call themselves as Mompa. A century back, Mr. L. Wayne has described Mompa as gentle, quiet, friendly, cautious, industrious, good to animals, good to children. You see in the Mompas the influence of the compassionate Lord Buddha and the ordinary man. Until today, they have preserved the same characteristic within themselves, which is remarkable. They have professed the Mahayana sect Buddhism, but in due course of time, Mahayana Buddhism divides into various sects. The Mompas are generally adherents of Gelupa sect of Mahayana Buddhism. Although the Mompas are Buddhists, they also have various spirits and deities. Exorcism is also practiced to avert evil. The religion of the Mompas retains remnants of the old Bon religion.
The houses of the Monpas are constructed either at the top or at the slopes of hills. Beyond Bomdila, the Monpas live at an elevation of 3,048 meters above sea level. Monpa's style of house building varies with the difference in altitude. The Monpas living in low-lying areas such as Kalaktang build their houses out of wood. Those of Dirang use material such as stone for building their houses. In the Tawang region, the exterior cell is usually made of stone, whereas wood is employed to construct the interior of the houses. One can see the interesting use of water energy in the local mills. costumes that the Monpa men wear usually constitute a skull cap of felt with fringes at the tassels. Monpa villagers have dedicated their life on religion, which is signified by the widespread construction of religious structures. This is noticeable through the use of art inside their houses as well as in and out of the villages. Number of prayer flags is a common sight in a Monpa village. One can see the Buddhist mantra Om Mane Padme Hum being inscribed on stone walls across a Monpa village. The construction of stupas are also widely seen starting from the entrance of a village counting of beads, whirling the prayer wheel, burning of lamps and incense at the family chapel, visit to the Gompa, walking on the right side of a mane are some of the common features which are to be seen in a Monpa village. Their religious life centers around the monastery where a statue of Lord Buddha is found along with some scrolls of deities depicting a rich cultural heritage. The most exciting and vital aspect of Monpa tradition is found in its art of painting. They believe that painting images of deities and other religious themes is a pious act and earns merit. In this region, one can see the walls, ceilings of various monasteries and village gates painted with various divinities to spread the Buddha doctrine. Thangka painting is famous in this region and it depicts the theme of Buddha mythology. Monpa's skill in woodwork is best expressed in wood carving and mask making. Wonderful masks are carved for use in ceremonial dances which enable the spectators to understand easily the relevant meaning of the performances. Paper making is another art in which the Monpas excel. However, the art of paper making and mask making is diminishing today. Weaving and carpet making is another forte of the Monpas. Carpets made by the Monpas are in great demand for their artistic beauty, lovely design, and elegant soft texture. Dance festivals and ceremonies are essential part of the Monpa folk. There are different forms of dance. One of them is the recreational dance where no specific costume is required and anyone can perform such dances. The other form is called pantomime. Pantomime dances are an important feature of the Ajilamo festival and it is also performed in the Losar festival. Pantomimes are the media through which a story is narrated for educational purposes. It is performed by the men folk only. Another important form of dance is the yak dance. In this, a few men wear the yak costume with the dummy head of a yak. On its back, the image of a goddess with upraised arms is placed. Four masked men who are said to have discovered the yak and his family member dance around the yak, narrating the story of the origin of the yak. The deer dance is performed in the Dirang village. This dance is performed to emphasize on the moral lesson that men should be compassionate to animals. The lion dance. As the legend goes, there was a saint performing meditation on the mountains. Two snow lions that lived in that mountain witnessed this pious saint performing meditation and was impressed by the saint's religious beliefs. The lions offered their milk for the sustenance of the saint and consequently became the saint's good friend. Other than the dances, the MONPAs also celebrate a number of festivals. MONPAs celebrate their New Year's and call it the Losar. The celebrations go on from January to early part of March. During Losar, the villagers usually visit the Gompa to pay their respects to Lord Buddha. The Lama recites holy book and prayers for the prosperity of the village and the villagers. Different types of food is also cooked to celebrate the occasion of Losar. Choikar or Choskar festival is an agricultural ceremony performed for the protection of crops. Choi means sacred text and kar suggests walking around. Choikar is organized in the village with the aim of providing supernatural protection to the crops and for good harvest, as well as to drive away evil spirits which could cause harm to the village community. In the Choikar festival, the Monpas carry holy texts and walk through the village. The festival culminates with the people reaching the monastery. Last but not the least, we have the Torgya festival. Torgya festival is a monastic festival held every year in the month of January and February. Dances are performed by the lamas in a huge courtyard of the monastery before a large audience. The Torgya festival is conducted in order to drive off evil forces and to ward the village against any natural calamities. Colorful dances are performed in magnificently designed costumes and fantastic masks. A variety of dances are presented to the accompaniment of solemn and fascinating music composed of drums and cymbals. A pyramidal structure made of millet flour is constructed to about 1 meter high and is served as a ritual offering. This is known as the Torgya. Every third year, this festival is celebrated on a grand scale known as Dongjur. Keeping ahead with their ethnic ancient culture, the Monpas are also marching towards a modernized and developed society, leading to the development of the nation.